Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cincinnati Reds. The Rays enter today's matchup with an 11-game winning streak on the line. They'll try to notch their 12th straight. Next. Anthony DeSclafani will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Hunter Renfroe, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Hunter Renfroe.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Slider, strike 3 called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Kevin Kiermaier is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Pitch on the way.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
1 out, nobody on. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
From the stretch. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Smoke toward the hole, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5 and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Nate Lowe comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Kiermaier on second. Meadows at first. One gone. Back up the middle. Fielded by Galvis. To second for one. Back to first. And that was a sparkler. A double play, and the inning is over. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Yanni Chirinos, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, when you dive into the numbers with this guy, he's a pretty good strikeout pitcher, just under 9 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So I would expect him to punch out quite a few guys in this one here today.
Ready now, Joey Votto. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And next to bat will be Jesse Winker. Here comes the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Bases are empty, one man out. Behind 0-2 now. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Batting third, the third baseman, Eugenio.
Standing in, Eugenio Suarez, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Popped into the air, back behind second. Wendell is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he falls behind 0-2. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. Into the box now, Aristides Aquino, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 9 homers, and the RBI count at 35. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 10 for him on the year, as the Reds move out in front now, 3-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. Swinging a looper to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
At the plate, Freddie Galvis, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Another first-inning RBI opportunity for him here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Here's the 1-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But 3 for the Reds in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0 Cincinnati. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now at the plate, Willie Adames, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. line. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Yandy Diaz is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Fastball laid off well below the knees. First and second here with nobody out. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 2-2. Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Mike Zunino is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
A pause and the 0-2. High in the air down the right field line. He'll run this down in foul territory, and here comes the runner from third. And he is in there with their first run, and it's cut to 3-1 now.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Yonny Chirinos. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
1-0 pitch on the way.
1-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1 on its way. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Moustakas has this one for route number 2. Digging in to try it again, Hunter Renfroe, and their runners at the corners now. Looking to minimize the damage here. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. High in the air out to center field. Winker is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Reds 3, the Rays 1. Ready now for Cincinnati, Nick Senzel. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Senzel.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's so hard. Fastball, you have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate now, Anthony DeSclafani, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Working quickly now as the splitter's in there. 0-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Anthony DeSclafani becomes out number 2 this inning.
Joey Votto.
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home.
That's ball 2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order, and it's still 3-1. Top of the third set to get underway, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next.
Kevin Kiermaier.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Hit hard to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one away here with the bases empty, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays right fielder at 1-1. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-1.
That's ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
The 3-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping up to the plate, Nate Lowe. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Squared that one up just a little late. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Line toward the gap in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. The 0-1.
Oh. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count of the Rays' second baseman at 2-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
In the dirt here. And he'll get back in safely, as wisely he hadn't committed too strongly toward third base. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
And that's 2 free passes in the third inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
So striding in, Willie Adames, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Here's a little chopper up the middle to second for 1, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Now to the plate, Yandy Diaz, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes set, the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Here's the 2-2. The bouncer to the left side. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Rays will settle for just the 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Reds are on top, 3-2. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Jesse Winker, he scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So with 1 away in the inning, we'll give you a look at the current standings entering play. As you can see that these guys have a pretty good stranglehold on the division to this point. So 1 gone now in the Cincinnati third, and into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. First delivery to him on the way. The 0-1 delivery. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter,
Ready for another chance?
Second
Mike
baseman.
Moustakas.
Mike Moustakas.
Here comes the first pitch.
Oh,
Moustakas is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Ground ball right side. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds, but they still lead it 3-2. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here now is Mike Zunino. Picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance.
Mike Zunino.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Change up, a little bit inside, 1-0. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And 2-2. And the pitch. This one skied out toward right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Yonny Chirinos. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Hunter Renfroe. And he fouls this one off. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Kevin Kiermaier. From the stretch. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. 1 left for Tampa. Still a 3-2 ball game. Now at the plate, Aristides Aquino. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
No balls and 1 strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Stepping in now, Tucker Barnhart, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Here's the 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Freddie Galvis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Galvis behind, 0-2.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Swing, and he pops him up, but this will land untouched. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Leading off the inning, Austin Meadows, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Austin Meadows.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Senzel backing up on it. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo home run for Austin Meadows. 32 now for the season. And the Rays are back in business now, tied at 3.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Into the box now, Nate Lowe. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the 1-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now, 3-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for another shot now, Joey Wendell. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
No. That's the ball. 2-1.
1 out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Now the 3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
So now to the plate, Willie Adames, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner in there for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive. So he's aboard with his 2nd hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
Those are just 2 great takes right there. Those are pretty good pitches. Sliders down the way, both of them just off the plate. Couldn't get the batter to fish.
High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Rays are able to knock things up on the solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. We're tied now at 3 apiece. So striding forward now, Nick Senzel. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now here's the pitch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Nicholas Castellanos will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Two and 0. 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Next pitch.
All even now, 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Full count, 3-2. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
In is Joey Votto now,
as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Lucas Sims takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 39, Lucas.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the catcher, Mike Zunino.
Mike Zunino.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, 0-1. Ball, 1 strike.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Yonny Chirinos. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Hunter Renfroe, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. In his career against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw on Devada will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. On to the bottom of inning number 6, tied 3 apiece. Now in the box, Jesse Winker. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Jesse Winker.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball one. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. It doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knob.
Digging in once again, Mike Moustakas. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. 3-3 our score with a man on at first and 1 away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Long run for the left fielder, but this will land untouched. Another 0-2 home. Hit on the ground to third. And Moustakas is aboard. It's a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Standing in now, Aristides Aquino. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Comes set with the 0-1. First and second now, 1 man out. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Now batting, catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
At the plate, Tucker Barnhart. This pitch is popped up. Diaz has room in foul territory. 2 down. Stepping into the box, Freddie Galvis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Ball and a strike. This is on the ground over the first. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. And the run is in to score from third.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 1 run on 4 hits here, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We're through 6 full. Reds out in front, 4-3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Amir Garrett will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Michael Ciani will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 22.
7th inning ready to roll, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Kevin Kiermaier. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. Runs up and gets this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Now batting, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
Into the box now, Austin Meadows. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his 2nd of the game, as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
The crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets him in a hurry with one swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call timely production by a big-time power hitter.
So now to the plate, Nate Lowe, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Oh. One. No, that's the ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. Hits this one hard the other way. Fielded cleanly, and the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Robert Stevenson is on now out of the bullpen as he'll make his 70th appearance so far this year. Digging in, Joey Wendell. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And he lays off for ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. There's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Willie Adames. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
The 1-2. Slow roller down the third baseline. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch, and it's now 5-4 Tampa Bay. Now batting, number 22. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Colin Poche gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Colin Poche.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Joey Votto, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So coming to the plate, Jesse Winker. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Meadows has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Reds are down in order, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Pedro Strop has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 46, Pedro.
At the plate, Yandy Diaz. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Moving off for Tampa Bay, the third baseman, Yandy Diaz.
He's set, and the pitch. In there for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery.
That's the ball.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Yep, that ball went
And he
out.
lays off for a ball, 2-1. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Here now the 2-2.
Careful.
On deck, the big bat of Mike Zunino. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Aquino is there, 1 away. Up next for the Rays, Mike Zunino. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way.
Ball, ball.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Brandon Lau will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 8.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That batting average still well up there to begin play, with 40 home runs and 106 runs batted in. The 1-0 home. Lau is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 2-0 count, the pitch. Two out, nobody on. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Hunter Renfroe. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Galvis has it, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rays 5 and the Reds 4. Ryan Yarbrough is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 48, Ryan Yarbrough.
Digging in and looking for more, Eugenio Suarez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Eugenio Suarez.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone, strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
0-2 the count to Suarez. That misses. 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. And there's a base hit. So there you go. The possible tying run aboard here to kick off the home half of the 8th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
To the plate now, Mike Moustakas. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
At the plate, Aristides Aquino. as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. One out, one on in a one-run game. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. 2 out with the man at first. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Reds leave 1. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Raisel Iglesias will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Phillip Ervin is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Iglesias comes at hitters with a good hard fastball, one that's certainly fun to watch.
He's a throwback to kind of guys that he likes his fastball. It's a good fastball, not the best fastball in the game, and he's not afraid to throw it. And you know what else, Matty V? He goes right at the hitters.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Here's the pitch.
Ball, outside.
Well, ball 3 there. Hey, and the Rays right now, they would love to take a leadoff walk to start this inning.
This is line to left. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Austin Meadows will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And that's the second out. Coming to the plate now, Nate Lowe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a hard liner, but foul. Ball one.
One ball, one strike.
High and deep to center field. Center fielder going back to the track. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's now 6-4.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning, but they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
Joey Wendell digs in now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on it. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set the stage.
Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there. Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. At the plate now, Willie Adames. He swings and grounds it to short. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. One for the Rays on the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. It's the Rays 6 and the Reds 4. Jose Alvarado is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Jose Alvarado.
Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Freddie Galvis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first out. In now for the Reds, Phillip Ervin. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Ervin.
He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. Alvarado, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. One out, nobody on. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matty V. How about D-Row? This is one of the better ballparks to hit it in the world. The Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American small park. We used to watch guys like Adam Dunn and Jay Bruce hit monster bombs in this yard. I'm not surprised at all with what we saw today.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
In now, Joey Votto.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. The Reds down to their last strike. Lifted the other way out to left center. Catch is made, and the Rays will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict where this amazing streak's going to end, so I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. Tampa Bay jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Yonny Chirinos gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Jose Alvarado hammers down the save, his 16th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the Victoria.